All right, we live? Yeah, we're live. So this is going to be a quick little epilogue to tonight's show because I got a bunch of shit in my Discord and DMs from a couple different people. Oh, you're simping for Disney. Now, I spent a lot of time laying out that I think copyright law should be reformed in a lot of ways. I think fair use should be expanded. I think that if you're producing something that isn't monetized in any way, that it should absolutely just fall under your free speech. All sorts of shit like that. But I also think that you shouldn't lose your property because an arbitrary amount of time went by. And some people are bonkers with it. I think you should lose it up to 20 years. You wrote a book? Well, 20 years later, fuck you. It's not yours anymore. You made a game? Suck a dick. 20 years later, it's not yours anymore. That's ridiculous. It's at least arguable with the century-long thing because technically the people that did it are long dead. But, property rights, you have the right to leave your property to an inheritor. But here's the thing. Here's the real point I want to make. Because forget about the copyright thing for a second. It just further shows that the right is nothing but reactive. There's a reason you call far left a radical and a far right winger a reactionary, because it's all a reaction. You never lead the dance. You're an NPC player waiting for the left to press A. It's always a fucking reaction, and it's usually an overreaction. Because again, it's like, haha, you're simping for Disney. Yeah, I get it. You don't like Disney. I don't like them either right now. They bought my favorite comic studio or comic book company and kind of proceeded to fuck it up. I don't like that. I ain't been to an MCU movie since I think Doctor Strange 2. I don't think I've been to a Disney animated movie since fucking Frozen in the theaters. And I didn't like it. Yeah, I get it. Disney kind of sucks right now. So, everything I stated from a place of principle. You might not agree with me. You might agree with me. You might think I'm a fucking lunatic. Whatever. But it's got nothing to do with whether or not I care about how Disney's doing. I don't give a shit about them. I'm also not obsessed with hating them.
Have you heard of Jesus?
I'm not sitting here, having a YouTube channel where every week I'm like, haha, every movie that does well, it's not Disney. I'm like, look, Godzilla -1 really fucking showed Disney somehow, didn't it? That shit's asinine too. But the point is, a real quick super chat. Leo Arini, fuck your take 2024 years the year I defeat Borg Slop. Well, thank you very much, Leo. Thank you, Tom Bombadil. Appreciate it. But no, it's all a reaction. I don't like Disney. So, again, a lot of you are saying, let's make copyright law only 5 years or 20 years, whatever. Just really ridiculous horse shit like that. I don't like Disney, so let's just throw intellectual property into the fire. Let's throw the concept of intellectual property into the fire because fuck Disney. Because then we can make Five Nights at Freddy's games with fucking Steamboat Willie. It'd be great. And that's the right central flaw. And it always has been. What were we arguing about just this past week? Well, there's drag queen story hours, so that means we can't have a calendar with girls in bikinis. A couple weeks ago, some Redditors put up a stupid Spirit Halloween decoration. So we better throw out freedom of religion. Oh, let's go back a ways. Some Muslims knocked down a building. Actually, turns out it might have been somebody else. But whatever. Some Muslims knocked down a building. So let's have the Patriot Act. It's always a reaction with the right. And it's always a stupid reaction. Because none of you are sitting here. You don't give a shit about intellectual property. You don't give a shit about IPs. You're mad at Disney. I get it. They made The Little Mermaid black. I get it. I'm not happy about it either. That's why the right gets played. Your reactions are always stupid and predictable.